So Japanese role-playing games were the games I stuck with the most as a child, and I'm just a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series, the Kingdom Hearts series. I love Chrono Trigger. I mean, that game is just amazing. One of the best time travel games of all time. I mean, even I have like a. I mean, again, to show you're a huge fan, I have a Final Fantasy shirt. It's like one of the characters in one of the areas in the game. I mean, it's just also just a really cool shirt, but it's just a really cool homage to Final Fantasy VII, which was one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I even have a couple for you guys here. This one is from Final Fantasy IX. That little cute animal there is things called a Moogle, and these are like the mailmen of the Final Fantasy series, at least most of the time. And then in the background are the characters of Final Fantasy IX. And the background there is the Tree of Life. So a lot of stuff I remember from these games because they had such a big impact on me. This one is from Final Fantasy VII. Another one from Final Fantasy VII, where we have the logo going around here with the planet and the characters all lined up. This one's a chocobo. Chocobos are just big birds that you can ride, and they're pretty awesome. And this one, I have like 10 of these different Kingdom Hearts shirts. But yeah, this one's from Kingdom Hearts. You see we got Goofy there. Or Goofy right here, I'm sorry. Donald. Look at me. Fake Disney fan. I'm calling Donald Goofy. And then in the background here, we have some Kingdom Hearts characters. This one's Sora. And that's his Boothang Kairi. So, Kingdom Hearts. There you go. It was funny, too, because the other day when I was in Hazelnut Cafe, a whole bunch of University of New Haven people. You guys know what Hazelnut Cafe is, right? Pretty good, right? I love their PB&J sandwiches. They're amazing. Anyway, I went in with my Kingdom Hearts shirt the other day, and a guy was like, "Man, I love your shirt." And I was like, "Thanks, dude. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan." Next thing you know, we started talking about Kingdom Hearts for like the next 10 minutes as my food was being prepped up. It was just a fun and cool experience. Just like, yeah, there's a connection with like another person. We're like through video games, you know what I mean? And then we just shared memories of the games and talked about how excited we are for the next one to come out. And it's just like it's little moments like that, you know, we're just wearing a shirt and someone's like, "Yo, nice shirt." And then the next 10 to 15 minutes, we're talking about that video game and like our experience with it, stuff like that. I love those moments. I love when I can just talk to somebody about why I think this game is awesome or why I think these games are awesome and stuff like that. Which is why I want to go for it in my career if I can. You know, I love Disney. The first thing I want to do is I want to work for Disney. But if I can later down the road be somehow maybe a representative of a video game company or anything like that, I would love to do that. I would love to be like maybe a PR manager or a social media specialist for Square Enix or for Sony PlayStation because I love video games already and I love talking about them. I love sharing them with people. So why not go for it in a career, you know? So the one thing I learned about doing this podcast and writing and just going for a whole bunch of different clubs and opportunities at University of New Haven is that I can do what I want to do, or I can do what I love for a living, rather. And all I have to do is just work towards it. So with all that said, I love writing. I love talking about video games. I love writing about video games. I love talking about Disney and writing about Disney. I love interacting with people. I love sharing experiences that you can get from watching a Disney movie or from playing a great video game like the Kingdom Hearts series or the Final Fantasy series or even Uncharted, The Last of Us, you know, stuff like that. Even more games out there that are just great experiences. But with all that said, thank you guys for watching this episode of Podcast Charts. The second to last episode, had a lot of fun talking about talking about video games with you guys here. But if you want to hear more about my thoughts on video game news and movie news and TV news, I have a radio show on Charger Radio called Team TMG, which the acronym for TVs, movies, and games, where I talk about the news and my thoughts on what's going on in the TV, movie, and video game industries. It's a lot of fun. It happens from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Fridays. Again, on Charger Radio. You can listen in through the TuneIn app, or you go to newhaven.edu/WNHU and click on the Charger Radio icon. So definitely tune in on Fridays for that. I got a couple more episodes for that one as well. So not only is this one podcast charge ending soon, but Team TMG, I'm not ready to leave, man. Not ready to leave these shows. They're too much fun. But thank you guys for joining me here again on Podcast Charge. I'll see you next week for the final episode of Podcast Charge. So, and thank you for joining. You can catch up on Charger Bulletin News through chargerbulletin.com or pick up a newspaper on the racks at University of New Haven every Wednesday. Remember to follow Charger Bulletin on YouTube, obviously here. So if you like to see here, click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. You can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I said Snapchat. I said Twitter. I said Instagram. So we're good. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.